guys, on today's video we're going to be setting up this, and let's just start off right away with this guy. So we're going to hook this up, and the way to hook this up, to charge it up, although you don't have to charge it, it should come with some charge. If it doesn't, return it right away, because you don't want that dead battery. So right here I'm going to show you how to charge this first of all, because that's something you need to know, the basics. So obviously hook this up to your outlet in your house, and then just look for the side. You guys are going to see this big side. This actually goes in there. It's just going to snap in just like that. So that's how you guys can charge this baby up. You guys will feel that it's magnetic. To take it out, just take it out once it's charged. But again, it's very, very simple to charge this. You don't need to charge it up before you set it up, by the way. But if it needs an update, you will have to hook it up. All right, to turn this on for the very first time, you're going to have to look for the power key. So that's up here beside the volume keys. By the way, before we get started, let me just show you. Right here, you have your connections. So that's for your USB-C. On the bottom, you're going to notice this. That's if you get a keyboard. And down here below, again, that's where we charged it. And that's about it. Volume keys and all of that stuff. To open this up, by the way, so see these indents right here? Just put your fingers, and then you guys can open this up. And that's to make this stand up. So you guys want to work with this standing up, you guys can. And you can open it up a lot, actually. So all the way up to here, and there you go. Or you can make it stand up almost 90 degrees, which is right there. And remember that your camera's on the side. Anyways, that's it. Let's power this up for the very first time. You're going to hold on to your power key, which is right here. So just hold on to it. You're going to see that. Let go, obviously, as soon as you see that. And once you do that, just let it turn on. You will see a language selection soon enough. And like I mentioned before, you shouldn't have to charge this before you use it for the first time. If you do, I would highly suggest exchanging or returning it, because it should not come with a dead battery. And that goes for any electronics out there. So at this point, it should be powering on. And finally, we get this message where you guys can select whatever you guys want. Then go into yes. So use your finger, tap yes. Up next, you guys get to choose your country. So we can use just the US, or just scroll down to see wherever you guys are at. Once you guys select whatever makes sense to you, go into yes. So as I said, just use yes. And then right here, your keyword. So this is very important because some of you may be from other countries. So again, just choose whatever makes sense to you guys. We're gonna choose US, click yes. We want to add a secondary keyword layout, which is pretty cool. If you guys have a few languages at home, you may want to do that. You can do that later on as well. We're just gonna skip that for now. And then we're gonna keep going. So you guys wanna connect to your network. So just select whichever Wi-Fi network makes sense to you. For me, this one's the closest one. Connect, put in your password. So right here, once you guys put in your password, go into next. It should connect. If you have any issues, try another Wi-Fi network closer to your router, wherever it is in your house, might be too far away. And right here should say connected, secure, going to next. And then we're gonna keep going with the setup. So it's gonna check up for any updates. This is the part where if it's low battery, it will tell you to hook it up to a power source. So you will have to charge it up while it's doing that. Or you might have just enough battery. As long as you have enough battery to turn it on and follow some of this, you're good to go, by the way. At this point in time, just remember not to touch anything. Don't turn it off. Don't get in its way. Just let it do its thing. So at this point in time, it's restarting. So if you guys get a black screen, just let it do its thing. That's what's supposed to happen when you run any updates. And there are updates. It should restart. And then we keep going with the whole setup. At this point in time, you should see a logo like so. It's just gonna load back into it. You're gonna also see this welcome up next. And then just wait a little bit more. And we should be ready to go with the setup. So right now you should see this, the license. You can scroll down to read it all, press accept. You have no choice but to accept. Name this device. So this, name it whatever you guys like. So tap right there, and then you guys can tap like something like tech, design. That's just my channel, tech and design. Or you can skip it for now, by the way. But I'm gonna keep it as is, tech design. Going to next, just a moment. If you guys do wanna set this up for somebody else, I would ask them if they wanna put a name or not, because it just gets a little bit more difficult later on. Although you guys can skip a lot of the stuff I'm gonna show you, but Again, if you guys want to set it up for somebody else, it's better to set it up with them beside you and asking them for specific questions. After that, you guys should see this, checking for updates again. Just wait for it. And then finally, it's gonna download. So here we go, step 1 out of 3. Just come back to it later on. Again, if the battery is very low, it's gonna tell you to hook it up anyways. But usually, I would consider plugging it in. So at this point in time, that's exactly what we're gonna do, because you guys should do that. So like I mentioned, whenever you guys are running any updates, installing, it does tell you to keep your PC on and plugged in. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna plug it in. So on the side, you guys are just gonna hook this up here. You guys see this light? That means it's charging. So that's how you guys can charge your tablet right here, just by plugging that in, and you should see that light. If you don't see that light, then there's something wrong with the cable. It could be your outlet. Maybe you guys didn't just plug this in far enough. Maybe it's not tight enough. There could be a couple of reasons for that to happen. But for now, we're just gonna leave it there charging away while we run this update, and then we're gonna be back later on. All right, so you should see your screen turning off at some point, and then you should see something like this that tells you that they're on their way. Just wait for it, be patient. It takes time for these updates to install and download as well. All right, so finally, once the updates are done, you're gonna see this. So at this point in time, you can sign in. So just tap on sign in. And from here, just add in your email. So whatever email you guys have. If you guys are brand new to this, you guys can create an email. There's also an option, so write it down here below. Again, no account, create email. And then right here, sign in options. So tap there, you're gonna see this. So you guys can do face, fingerprint, PIN, secure, forgot username. You guys can also do that, but hey, you guys already did that. But anyways, we're just gonna go back. And again, you guys can go on and put in your email. If you guys really don't want to do that, I highly suggest doing that. However, if you guys want to create an account because you don't have one, just tap down here below and you're gonna see this. Create an account, just put in an email. But if you don't have an email address, you do have this, get an email address. Most of you will already have one, so make sure to put that one in, then go into next, and then just keep creating an account. But if you already have all this stuff, just go back. And you guys see these sign in options. That's also an option that I want to show you. So whichever option you guys choose, just go into next. So let's say you guys are going to sign in options, and then you're just gonna use fingerprint or PIN, anything like that, choose that. And then from here, you guys can just do this. So if you guys sign in, let's say on your iPhone, you guys have an Android device, just going to log in Microsoft.com, just make sure you're signed in there. Then you guys can go on and follow these steps. Just make sure you're choosing the right one. So if, for example, if you're choosing iPhone, iPad, Android device, just go into next. And then from here, just scan this QR code and you should be able to sign in the quick way. So once you put in your email, your password, or you just asked you to do a verification, you've done that, and there you go. You guys can use this to sign in. So your Face ID. If you want to set it up now, just go ahead and set it up. You guys can skip this as well. I'm going to show you how to set it up. So here we go. We're going to set up. Again, you guys can skip that. You do not need to sign in with your face. So we're just going to position our face there, and then there we go. It scanned us. That's it. You're all set. Next, and create a pin. It's very important to create these pins. At this point in time, we're going to put in a very easy pin. You guys should create a better one. I'm literally doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to next. Then up next. Once it takes your pin, then go ahead. Make sure it's not an easy pattern. So it could be something like 8996. Actually, that would be too easy. It should be like 8901, for example. It would accept that type of pattern. Or something that doesn't have like an 8 and a 9 right beside it. It could be an 8 and a 3, and then a 6 and a 7. Actually, not a 6 and 7, a 6 and a 9. Something like that. Anyways, right now it's going to tell us this, location-wise. You guys should accept this, so you guys can use the maps and all that stuff. So we're going to accept. Find my device. Very important, just in case it gets stolen or just lose it. You guys can use to find it. So select yes for sure. Right here, send this stuff to Microsoft. Well, you guys can include, it's optional. You guys can do required only. So for most of you, you guys are going to use required only. For me, it's everything. So go accept. This part, improve. So again, this is just to choose your settings, then select accept to save them. So what does this mean right here? If you choose yes, you're sending optional inking and typing diagnostics to Microsoft. So you're sharing more information about that stuff. You guys don't want to share too much stuff. Just going to know. I'm going to choose yes, accept. Same thing here, data. You guys want to send more information to Microsoft? They will take this information to make things better. So I select yes all the time, but you guys can keep this more private and choose no for almost everything. So let apps use advertising ID. So again, this is just to make advertising better for you. I always select yes. I don't want to get random stuff. I'm going to get advertisements anyways. And then right here, so just choose next. And we're almost done with this whole setup. That's the good thing about this. Although the setup is a little bit long, it doesn't take that long at the same time. So right now it says restore from your backup. So we can restore this. Take the sign. We have a backup right there. Most of you will not have one if you haven't had a PC before, but we can definitely do that right now and just do that. Or you do have more options here, and you guys are going to see other options from other backups. Or you guys can set up as a new PC. If you're brand new to this, set up as a new PC, and then it's going to say getting ready. So from here, just choose whichever makes sense to you, just to customize things. So you guys are going to use this for mostly school and creative stuff, maybe some gaming, maybe everything, right? Just choose accept or just skip it. But it is good to choose a few things so he knows what's going on. This is kind of cool, just to respond from here to any messages. So just scan this QR code, and that's going to hook up. Don't have to, you can skip. So again, you can back up your phone's photos and all that stuff and keep them safe. Scan that or skip. Right here, this is kind of nice because it does continue wherever you left off browsing. So it's kind of nice that it keeps that information. You guys can just keep going. It's all online anyways, so I'm just going to use yes, import. Why not? And then from here, this is free trial. So you guys can go on and continue with the trial or just decline. So I'm going to choose decline and decline because I don't want any trials. Whenever I do want to get this, I can go on. If you guys already have that, you guys can go on and do that. Right here, what is this? Your device comes with free Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is awesome. So you guys can go on and claim it or skip for now. Right now, we're going to skip it for now. Which, by the way, almost everything that we just did, we can go back and edit later. But as far as this video goes, we are all done with the setup. It's the setup for this awesome computer, tablet. I don't really know what to call it. A lot of people call it a tablet. Others call it a PC. Others call it a laptop, although I don't think it's a laptop at all. But anyways, as far as this video goes, we're all done. If you guys have any questions, comments, you guys can write down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you.